do something like that. No, I want this one. I want this one in my size. My name's Billy Dec. I was born and raised right here in the city of Chicago. I'm an entrepreneur, I act, and I own and operate some of the top restaurants, bars, and nightclubs in the city. Today, I'm taking you on a little trip to show you some of the hidden gems off the beaten track. So when I was a kid, my first job was working in a Chinese restaurant in the coat check. I actually worked my way up all the way to a server, then a manager, eventually aspiring to one day own a restaurant. Chicago is the most amazing city in the world. It is friendly, it is energetic, you name it, it has it all. Here we are. The world-renowned Magnificent Mile on Michigan Avenue has the greatest landmark in Chicago, which is the Water Tower Pumping Station. What most people don't know is that it's the home of one of my favorite theaters in the world, the Lookingglass Theatre Company. How cool is this? This is an actual working water pumping station for the city of Chicago. You can actually come in here and see it before you go and see a play at the Lookingglass Theatre. As we pass through the space that was once a chimney they cut through, it reminds me that this is the only building downtown that survived the Chicago fire. It's amazing. When you come to Chicago, you have to go to Lookingglass Theatre. This is an amazing creative space where Lookingglass has won Tony Awards, Jeffrey Awards, and has definitely helped to put Chicago on the map as one of the greatest theater cities in the world. So we popped right into the Loop, downtown Chicago, where my favorite hat store is Optimo Hats. Anything I don't have? Ooh, what is that, navy blue? I get my own hats here. This is actually an Optimo hat. Check out these hat molds. They put this on the machine, and then they build the hat over it, sew it, cut it, and then mold it to your head. Look at this, different brims at the factory. I mean, people don't do this anymore. Politicians, actors, businessmen fly into Chicago, get off a plane, come right here just to try on different hats, get fitted, talk about their style, their personality, and then get their hat and fly back home. So why wouldn't you stop here if you're already here? Awesome. All right, now we're on the north side of Chicago in a legendary neighborhood called Uptown. One of my favorite places to go is called the Green Mill, the best jazz in the country. There are not a lot of pre-prohibition bars left in America, but this is definitely one of them. And if you look, there's a trap door back here, perhaps where Al Capone would flee the cops into those tunnels that would help him with his getaway. What's really cool is you don't see these anymore. This is an old cash register that doesn't use electricity. You just hit your button and you have to crank it yourself to get it open. Cash only, don't forget. You've got all sorts of really cool things like an actual jukebox. I have not done that in decades. I actually got the chills sitting in this booth because this was actually Al Capone's booth back in the day. The reason he would sit here is he would have his boys on each side of him because they could see both doors from this perspective as they would listen to this amazing live world-class jazz. Dude, see that? They even have a real ring on their phone. That's old school. When you're coming to Chicago, you have to stop at the Green Mill. It is one of the most iconic jazz lounges in the United States of America. I'm Billy Dec, and I'm Chicago.